Shaw on the bass. Did you have a nice break? Did you miss me? Oh, that's so sweet. I missed you guys as well. Did you get to the bar? Good. I'm very, very glad. They have told me that they'd like to see you drinking more this evening, but not too much. Yeah, we don't want anyone. Yeah, responsibly, obviously. It's so nice to be here. So thank you guys again for coming out on a Thursday night. I know it's one of those weird, like, in between two public holiday sort of things. You know, you're kind of on holiday, you're kind of here, you're kind of not. So I really love that you guys came out tonight. Thank you. This next tune is actually a request. Someone came up to me in the break and they wrote down what they wanted me to sing on a $100 note, and I said, well, how can I refuse? I'm kidding. I wish I wasn't. No, I'm kidding. So this next song I want to play and sing for you is one of my favourites, and I want to dedicate it to the wonderful person that requested it in the audience. This one is called Misty. Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten out of the tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can understand, I get misty, just holding your walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play, or it might be the sound of your hello, of the music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. Can't you see that you're leading me on? Oh, but it's not what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? No, that's why I follow when you. On my own, will I want that girl is one life alone? Knowing my right foot from my left, my hand from my glove, I am too misty and too much in love. Alright, I'm going to do something by myself now, actually. Is that okay with you guys? Yeah, well, it's going to be anyway, so I'm glad you guys are all going along with it. So as I said, last night we had a really amazing event called, it was a Choro Day, celebrating the music of Choro, which is one of the earliest forms of Brazilian music. And it's been something I've been very interested in since I lived in the States, and I met lots of Brazilians and I learned a lot about their culture, and obviously this one over here helps very much. And this next song I want to play for you is one of the first choros that I learned, and it's very jazzy. I think there's a lot of similarities between jazz and this music called choro. And this particular song is called O Voo da Mosca in Portuguese, and that roughly translates to the flight of the fly. So it's a very fast little buzzing song, and I hope you end up spotting some flies within the song. dropping flies in that one. All right, a quick another scenery change over here. Getting my steps in for the day. Hello, there we go. So I've been playing piano for a very long time as well. I started when I was 5 years old, opposed to starting the violin at 3.5. So really safe to say I can't remember pretty much any life without these two instruments, which is pretty funny. It feels like they're attached to me. But something with the piano is that I was always classically trained, and I was with the violin as well, but I had a little bit more of a want to step out of the classical with violin and try something. And with piano, I've always found it quite difficult to get out of my little classical bubble and venture into jazz. But that was until I found another one of my favourite genres, which is bossa nova. You guys know of bossa nova? Yeah. So this next song I want to play for you is, there's a bit of an amalgamation of a few tunes, but the first one is by incredible composer Antonius Carlos Jobim, or Tom Jobim as you might know. And the song title is called Desafinado, which translates to being out of tune. That is not what I want to give you tonight, so please ignore that and enjoy Desafinado. Quando eu vou cantar, você não deixa, e sempre vem a mesma queixa. Diz que é um desafio, que eu não sei cantar. Você é tão bonita, mas sua beleza também pode se enganar. Você disser que eu desafio o amor, saiba que isso em mim provoca imensa dor. Sou privilegiado, tenho vida igual ao seu. Eu posso apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste, me classificar. Meu comportamento diante musical, ao mesmo momento devo argumentar que isto é bossa nova, que isto é muito natural. O que você não sabe, nem sequer presente, o que os desafinados também têm coração. Fotografei você evening? Are you feeling it? Do you want to now go to Brazil? I hope so. So, of course, I've mentioned that Stefan Grappelli was one of my largest inspirations, but someone that came along and played with Stefan Grappelli, who was also one of my massive inspirations, was Yehudi Menuhin. Has anyone ever heard of? Ah, yes, I hear some sighs there in the audience. Now, for those who don't know, Yehudi Menuhin was a very famous classical musician, a very famous classical violinist, and he met Stefan Grappelli and they started to play together. But what was really funny about that, of course, was that Stefan was all very cheeky and he would play jazz violin and he'd just make things up on the spot so easily. And Yehudi was not like that at all. I'm pretty sure the first time they ever played together, they had someone write down the solo for Yehudi and he spent hours practicing it in order to then play it on the gig. And I think something that often happens in jazz, sometimes the solos go a bit longer, sometimes they go a bit shorter. I think he came to the end of his solo and then it just ended. And they're like, keep going. He was like, well, I can't. The music's ended. I've got nothing else to play. So it was quite a large awakening for him to be paired with someone like Stefan, who was just able to play by ear and kind of go with the flow. One of the first albums they released together, I think it was 1971. If anyone knows, please do correct me. And that was Stefan and Yehudi, that was the name of the album. But the second one that they released, which I think was probably one of the more famous, was called T for Two. And it featured a few of their amazing duets, including Jealousy, and of course the title track, T for Two. And I became accustomed to this song when I was just a child, and there was a beautiful soiree happening, and there was two violinists down in Floriette of all places that happened to be playing this version of T for Two. And although I don't have another person with me, I don't have another violinist with me, I'm going to do my absolute best with Danilo de Paz over here on the guitar to make you feel the spirit of T for... No! I mean, you could. Here's the bow, would you like it? I've tried it, that doesn't sound good, guys. Don't try that at home. Here is T for Two. gosh, that was T for 4 or T for how many of you guys are in the audience tonight? I forgot to do the count, but that's for you. It's been an absolute pleasure being here, and I just want to introduce the band one last time for you guys, preferably to your rapturous applause. We have Mr. Danilo DePies on the guitar, the incredible Kane Shaw over on the bass, the effervescent Ryan Dawn on the drums, and my name is Emily. It's been such a pleasure playing with you guys tonight. Have you had a great time? Thank you guys so much for coming out on the Thursday. Now we have one more tune for you. Yep, there we go. So let's rehearse this. So if I say I have one more tune left, the reaction is, oh. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I have one more tune left tonight. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. So I have one more tune left for you tonight, and maybe we'll, oh, wow. I know, they're getting really good. I'll teach you another magic trick later. It's going to be great. So we've got this one last tune for you, and then it gets, oh my gosh. I gotta stop saying that, don't I? And, no, I'm kidding. But if you do want one more, you guys know what to do, right? Encore. Okay, we haven't even done the last tune yet. Calm your horses. We will get there, don't you worry. But yeah, we don't even have one. Someone's gonna have to call the tune out, I think. Yeah, get that $100 again, yeah. All right, I think it's time to turn it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Shaw, Ryan, Dawn. My name is Zoe. Thank you guys so much for having us. Have you enjoyed? Hey, it's coming. It's coming. Hey, I can't hear it. A little louder. I'm going to show you guys a magic trick, okay? So for those people sitting on the front row, if you put your hands like this, yep, perfect. And then the people behind, if you put a little bit further away, great. And then the guys behind, if you put it a bit closer, great. And now slowly start putting them together. Hey, there you go. Would you like one more song? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you to the Ellington. Thank you to Luke on the sound, to the band behind. Have a lovely rest of your night and a wonderful long weekend. Thank you very much.